Ho ho boardies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth.
And I'm Vicky.
And today, what are we playing today, Vicky?
Well, I'm really glad that you asked, Gareth. Now we're running our own kids channel. We're playing This Bed We Made.
And what is this game? What is This Bed We Made?
Nobody needs to know anything about it. They just need to know that we're playing it.
Okay.
And that they need to watch. That's all they need to know. It says continue, but we haven't played it. It's just because we were trying to fix the graphics.
So you ready, kids? Let's get started.
I don't think this is actually suitable for children. So children,
is it not?
Go and ask parental guidance. No.
Oh.
There's several graphic, pornographic scenes in it.
At the offset?
No, you don't see it going in straight away.
Oh, okay. Well, that's something at least.
Like 4 to 8 minutes in.
That's a long period of graphic sex.
Oh, we took so long that the control pads turned off.
Oh, good. Ho ho boardies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth.
And I'm Vicky.
And today we're playing This Bed We Made. What's it about?
I don't think the people need to know what it's about.
Good point. Let's move on. The game takes account of all of your actions, including the ones you decide not to take. These choices will determine your fate and the fates of others around you. Proceed with caution.
They're all going to die.
Exciting. Service de police. The police. Montreal.
We'll be able to speak French.
Black and white.
In this. You can tell it's old-fashioned because it's black and white.
Yeah.
I'm controlling it, by the way, everyone. I know it's exciting. I want to pick things up. I can't do anything. Gonna run.
No.
I guess
It's got a bit of LA Noire vibes, doesn't it?
Yeah. Why is it? This angle's weird.
Can you not change the angle?
No.
Interesting choice. Here we are. Oh, have you committed a murder?
Maybe.
Who's to say?
Good luck.
Good luck.
Sounds like I've committed some sort of murder.
Yeah.
It would be in self-defense, if so.
She's all yours, sir.
Seems like...
Look how innocent I look.
Yeah.
Sophie Roy, I'm Detective Maurice Tremblay.
Tremblay.
Let's see.
Touch my tremblay.
Nice one.
Working at the Clown Tent for over a year. Husband?
I'm sorry?
Are you
Would you like to be married to me?
Turn it up a bit.
I live with my mother. She's sick, so I have to take care of her.
No father.
No. It's always just been me and my mom.
So I take care of my sick mom.
Roy, I need you to tell me everything
sick.
that happened, starting with this morning.
Let me think.
Ooh, very festive. I love it. Look at me.
Yeah, you having a good time? Is this a Christmas game?
I hope so. I love Christmas. Hands up if you love Christmas.
Oh, all hands up here.
Also, I got this for Christmas, so
Yeah, so it's
very
ideal.
festive.
That's better. Far too loud.
Now I can change.
Go on a break.
angle.
It's not done.
No, she said the vacuuming is done.
Didn't she say now I can go on a break?
She said the vacuum is done, a little tidying, and then I can go on a break.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to read it?
You know me, you know my family. You've had a seat at our bar since the day we opened in 49. You're more than a friend to us, you're practically family. And while friends are polite to each other, family deserves more. Family deserves honesty. As such, I want to be as direct as possible in letting you know that you're down to your last chance. The $8,380 you owe us plus 25% interest is now 8 months overdue. Oh no. My patience has worn thin.
That's a lot of money in the olden days, isn't it?
This is a bit of foreshadowing, I guess, isn't it? This isn't like one of your unpaid bar tabs. You came to us for help, and help always comes at a price.
Right, who are they? The Mafia?
Are you De Niro? We've opened our pockets to you time and time again.
You should
and
put
all
on a
you've done is taken...
stereotypical Italian accent. It's okay, you don't have to. The pressure made you freeze.
We've opened our pockets to you time and time again.
That does not sound like a mafia. You just
and
sound like Mario.
All you've done is taken advantage of our goodwill and generosity.
And now you sound like you're doing a racist Indian.
We'll come over in person to make our collection tomorrow. I'll be bringing along the boys.
So Mario is a mafia in this universe.
We can all sit down and have a little chat. But just so you know, there aren't too good words.
Jamaican, that's what you sound.
Words. It is a bit Jamaican, yeah.
It's extremely Jamaican.
I was aiming for Luigi.
Only menswear. Are you in town for
And I landed on Bob Marley. Oh, that was easy. If only tidying was this easy. Just poke it. Inspect. Ooh.
Why wouldn't she?
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Mapleson, regretful as we are to have to resort to... there's a footprint on it. To these lines of communication, our client and your neighbour, the owner of 88 32nd Street, has been ultimately evasive of our many attempts to reach out and collect our due debts. Specifically, an amount owed to us to the sum of £1,904.75. Is that in addition to the £8,000?
Yeah. These are different people, aren't they?
Yeah, he has given us little recourse but to contact him through those in close physical proximity to him in the hopes that they can deliver a message on our behalf. We have little desire to disturb you and the other fine citizens of 32nd Street, but our business may bring us back to your neighbourhood, if it is not resolved quickly. The help of your kind community would be greatly appreciated for us, and certainly for your neighbour. Kindly, Lucky Coin Financing.
If, like, the bank wrote to next door and was like,
Jesus
Gareth's got loads of debt. Why would they write the full amount?
This is how much he owes us. There's a footprint on the back as well.
Well, I would pick that up and put it on the table.
For good measure, they've stamped on the back of it.
I'd also pick up this mirror. Why can't I do that? What sort of cleaning is this?
This is detective work, really.
Well, I guess ours aren't quite as complimentary.
Oh, bit of what looks like a bit of mold in there.
No, that's just tea stains or coffee stains.
Or lipstick stains.
We're not going to clean it. Okay.
And there's a bit of...
Can I turn this radio off? Because the white...
yeah.
It's better.
There's a bit much. What's in there? Nothing. Oh, can you put the toys in there?
Why would I do that?
Tidying it away?
They're clearly laid out all nice. Why would you tidy them away?
Can you make the bed?
Yes. You'd be the worst cleaner.
I don't know. If I brought all my teddies and they weren't away, I'd be so angry.
Want them all your teddies put in a drawer?
Yeah. Can you... what's on the floor? There we go.
First of all, I want to look at that.
Oh, that's an ashtray.
They dropped
and that's
it.
ash. Go.
It would not clean up this easily.
Nice. Good enough. Oh, is this a new one? Acknowledgement of debt. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Initial. What's that? Amount. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Of $1,500. Amount overdue $3,500. On the date of the initial loan, the lender agreed to lend an amount of money to the sum of $1,500 to the borrower for an enduring period of 12 months calculated from date of the initial loan. The borrower was to be obliged to pay interest at the rate of 15% per annum. That's a lot.
Yeah.
The total sum of said interest to be paid together with capital sum of the granted loan by the loan period's end, with the loan period reaching its conclusion on July 2nd, 1957.
This is January.
Oh,
19.
I see. The borrower was expected to have repaid the full amount owed. The failure to do so will prompt further action. We break both your kneecaps. Refer to PG3, page 3, for further details on the place and time of repayment. Refer to section C for the expected rates of all the overdue payments as they relate to the time that has passed since the end of the loan period. That was a wordy one.
Okay. I want to put these in. It's not letting me tidy the way I want. I'd pick up that and put it on the side at least. I'd pick up that mirror. Yeah, we can. I'm just gonna clean. Well,
Perfect.
I would assume we can, but well, I like this cleaning aspect. I find it relaxing.
Are these also supposed to be clues?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean? Like the
You're
ash
just a
on the
maid.
floor. No, I know, but there's going to be something that's happening.
Can I not remove the towel?
No,
This man, whoever he is, does not like mirrors.
no, he's put them all down.
And I'm apparently not going to pick them up.
He's a vampire?
Why can't I pick up the mirrors? Like, a maid wouldn't... Think of the maids we've had when we're, like, on holiday and stuff. They put everything away. They'd
They do,
never
yeah.
leave mirrors face down and towels over it.
They wouldn't dare.
I remember when I was on holiday with a friend once, and I've had spinal surgery, so I've got a really bad back. And the beds were really hard, so I got a mattress off a sun lounger. And I was
Ooh.
using...
Safe.
Yeah, but there's no...
Please clean. Don't just... okay.
Yeah, and I was putting that under the sheet.
Can you open the other side?
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean...
There's nothing there to interact with anyway.
No.
Go on.
Yeah, so I was putting this sun lounger, because it was soft, on under the sheet.
I'm guessing you've seen better days.
It's literally been burnt in a fire.
Yeah.
Has this man's
Looks like another clue to me.
family died in a fire?
Yeah.
Like they
Burnt.
are. And the maids would make the bed, take the mattress and put it back on a sun lounger every single day. And every night I'd have to go and get another sun lounger mattress.
Yeah.
And in the end I asked reception, like, could you tell them to just leave it? And they said, no, you can't have that there. And I was like, but I'm doing it every night. And they were like, yeah, you're not supposed to. So I just had to carry on doing that. And it was making more work for the maids.
Yeah, if they just left it there.
And I felt, did I do everything in here?
Unless that brush needs to be picked up, but it doesn't look like it, does
They
it?
don't let you pick things up. Like, I would put that, you know, on the bath. This is not clean enough for me. I can't take the towel off the mirror. I can't pick up that mirror. Oh, whatever then.
You gotta hold that, it looks like.
Yeah, but it's definitely clean, isn't it?
Here we go. Do you think it would stop you if you just decided to walk out?
No. Well, it said, like, everything has a consequence. The consequence would be that they'd be like, she's a bad
Be
cleaner.
sacked.
There's something.
What?
What do you mean, what?
What was the significance of the clock?
No, there was a loud bang.
At 10 o'clock. Someone's died at 10 o'clock.
I think it was to demonstrate what she was listening to. Like, she could hear the clock ticking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it creeps me out.
A madhouse. Nice.
Start hanging around the hotel.
I can think of someone who'll feel right at home. Look at her, always glued to that gossip magazine.
Do you think she has any real friends, or is it just Gracie, Joan, and Marilyn?
Well, when your own life is that dull, you need to get your
Aww.
Those guys can fuck off, can't they?
Yeah, meanies.
Did you see Rebecca come in this morning? She was wearing the same clothes.
Now, don't you think you're overreacting? This is exactly the kind of behavior Linda warned me about.
She's doing everything she can to break us apart.
Sophie speaking.
Hey, it's Beth. Do you think you could come up real quick?
Sure. I'll be right there.
You're right, you shouldn't.
Now I realize I've been blind. I was so in love with you that I couldn't see.
What?
They walk funny, don't they?
Yeah, what's...
Oh, she's left her keys.
So is she gonna be framed?
Maybe.
Let's listen to Sophie's thoughts.
Let's see what Beth wanted to talk about.
That's just to clue you in on where to go.
But every penny adds up, Sophie. Now's not the time to pick up smoking, Sophie. Oh, shock. Leaving luggage in the lobby? Are you trying to get Bernard to kill you? This leak really needs to be fixed. I hope the weather doesn't make it worse.
Me too. Me too, Sophie.
Right, now read all this out.
Okay. Oh.
I did
Arrested
that, so
in
it's easier.
deviate raid. Montreal police arrest 19 persons in an early Saturday raid at Maney's Lounge, located on Stanley Street, downtown Montreal.
For sex deviance, do you think that's
Oh yeah, the establishment owned by
prostitution or
Emmanuel is a known
homosexuality?
hangout for sex deviance.
'Cause that's
well,
what they used to say about
yeah, I
homosexuality,
was going to say
wasn't it?
maybe it's homosexuality. A Montreal City employee, a court official, and 2 teachers were among those seized, according to official reports. Lieutenant Sylvian Gilbert says he plans to send letters to schools employing the arrested teachers.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends. To me, sex deviancy would be like, you know, actual crimes.
Yeah.
So that would be, I'd want them to tell.
When
I
it says
guess-
employing the arrested teachers, what does that mean?
What do you mean?
Oh, to the schools employing. Oh, okay, I get it now.
Right.
I thought it was like sending letters to schools and which were employing the arrested teachers.
Yeah, that is what
that is what it means. But I thought it was the letters that were doing the employing.
I see.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, that's so.
It's like he was like, okay, well, I better employ these arrested teachers. School principals, parents and fellow teachers should prevent such people from being in close contact with youngsters, he said. It is everyone's responsibility
it's
to protect our
definitely,
children.
We're
We're seeing a mirror of that now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are really. The don't say gay and
yeah.
Transphobic stuff.
Lieutenant Gilbert also promised an investigation would be opened on Lalibert, who already has a criminal record to his name.
Continued on page 3. I'll do
Major
the next
snowstorm.
one.
Yeah, go on then.
Major snowstorm paralyzes city. Montreal is paralyzed by this winter's 5th and most important snowstorm. Why is it the most important? 15 inches of snow are expected until the end of the day. The last major storm, back in January, had covered the city with 12 inches of snow. The storm started yesterday with 6 inches falling during the day and 6 more during the night. Sounds like when we first met, eh?
Yeah. It snowed then, didn't it?
Yeah, but I was also making a joke about 6 inches falling.
Yeah.
But it did. We actually got snowed in when we first met, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Violent winds created giant snowbanks all over the city. Many drivers ignored police warnings and decided to take their cars at their own risk, resulting in several accidents. Trains from the United States are expected to be delayed up to 3 hours. Jeez, it would be like several days if it was nowadays.
Yeah.
At Dorval Airport, most departures have been cancelled, while arrivals are delayed or diverted altogether. Continued on page 5.
Shop owners against new mental hospital. A group of downtown Montreal businessmen and shop owners met with Mayor Sarto Fournier last week to air their grievances concerning the city's recent decision to allow construction of a new mental hospital on Dorchester Boulevard. William Weston, manager of Weston's department store, says he and his group will fight tooth and nail to prevent the hospital's construction. Will our customers feel safe to come downtown for their shopping needs knowing there are lunatics next door, he said. Continued on page 8.
Delightful. Another bloody Valentine. Valentine's Day concluded in horror last Friday with the murder of an Outremont resident. A worried neighbour called the authorities at 11:15 p.m. after hearing loud shouts from next door. When police arrived, they found the lifeless body of a 34-year-old man. Authorities have refused to identify the victim or provide any details about the circumstances of his death. No suspect has been apprehended yet, but Detective Lieutenant Maurice Tremblay asked anyone with information to come forward as soon as possible. Continued on page 14.
And that's over to Jack for the weather.
No, it should have been over to Jack for the weird advert. Hang on. Lysol is like floor cleaner, right? That's
Yeah. Does your
like
personal
TCP.
hygiene worry you?
But this is to clean your foof.
Yeah, maybe.
Hang on. Stop worrying and save your marriage with Lysol. Isn't it like TCP? It's an indisposable aid to marriage hygiene. Millions of women use it regularly to safeguard their beauty and avoid undesirable... Hang on, undesirable surprises. Does it stop pregnant? What's it do? Even in the presence of organic matter.
Yeah, that's saying that you should bleach your foof.
Please your hardworking husband. Well, TCP doesn't bleach, but it's like...
It's
I don't
like
know,
a
I wouldn't put it up my
hard-wearing
vagina.
cleaner, isn't it?
TCP, well, my nan used to gargle with it.
Oh, okay. So like
Diluted.
mouthwash?
No, it is a cleaner.
I don't know whether she should have been doing that.
No, I'm pretty certain. But no, she didn't gargle. I think you can gargle with it, diluted. But Nan used to sip it. I don't think you're supposed to
No,
ingest
definitely not.
it. But isn't this like...
Does that explain her like early onset dementia or something?
Lysol has been endorsed for more than 60 years by scientists, medical professionals, and many other men who have women's hygiene at heart.
That's really funny.
That is funny.
All right. And for those that are joining just now, we're going to read everything like that.
Be stuck cleaning up the reception hall after a ball, even if they did.
Like, we're thorough, aren't we?
Oh.
With our gaming. She's really
Should we
tall.
not be reading it?
No, we should.
Hey there.
What was she stood on?
So,
Stool, I'm imagining.
Let's see it.
you were with
Stepladder.
us now on the phone, so I thought maybe Eugene or Bobby were napping in the break room again.
Oh, yeah, no. It's Jacques and Wendy. They were, in the middle of something.
Ugh, it's so awkward when they start making out like no one's watching. Get a room. We literally work in a hotel.
Yeah.
They weren't kissing.
What were they doing?
They were arguing.
They
When
were
I answered the
arguing.
phone, he was
Oh,
like...
okay, that's who that was. That makes sense. You said you needed to see me. They weren't kissing. Well, should we say they weren't kissing?
I don't know. I don't know this person yet. What if like they'd shout at us for spreading gossip?
Hmm. Well, let's just say
Don't
you
wanna
said you needed to see me then, in that case.
No, because that's rude. Like I'm cutting them off in the middle of a conversation.
Alright, I try to ignore them.
Oh, I try not to pay attention to them.
I just find the sucking noises hard to ignore. But that won't be an issue today, of course. Every sound is being drowned out by the phone's constant ringing.
Because of the storm?
You have no idea. You're the
You
only
idiot.
person I've talked to today that hasn't mentioned the blizzard.
I mean, I literally just did.
Until now.
Oh. Sorry.
It's all right. I guess I'm just looking for something else to talk about. Anything else.
Why is
Oh,
she
we
so
should
bored
tell her
about the
about
blizzard?
the argument then.
I can tell you about Wendy and Jack. Yeah, let's do that.
I'm not going to say we shouldn't talk too much.
Well, I do have some gossip.
Oh, look at the sneaky look on my face.
Hmm.
How dare you not lead with that?
I like this, Beth.
Yeah.
When you called, I wasn't whispering because they were making out. They were fighting.
The one with their eyes?
Ooh, this is entertaining.
They're
I mean,
much improved compared to how they were before.
Yeah, they didn't look that good before.
Completely
They
sure.
were like, I thought that the character was blind. They were all white glazed over.
bitch.
Oh.
Beth.
Trust me, she deserves it.
Why does everyone hate Linda? That's it for today's scoops. Jax is to blame. Why does everyone
So
hate...
the argument that we heard then, he was saying, Linda told me, and Wendy
Mm-hmm.
was saying, she's trying to break us up. And he was saying, oh, I've been too blind because I love you or
Yeah, I've been
something.
blinded by love.
But I don't know who Linda is. Or Jax. So should I ask, why does everyone hate Linda?
Yeah, that's what I'd do.
I don't get why everyone hates her so much. Linda's always nice to me.
To you, maybe. But she's just the worst to every girl she perceives as a threat.
And you're no threat.
A threat to what?
I don't know. Her place as Bernard's right hand, I
Who's
suppose.
Bernard?
So, you're saying I'm not a threat?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying Linda thinks that. But that's her mistake. I know there's more to you than meets the eye.
Oh.
Oh?
Thanks. So,
Oh, I'm about to sneeze.
Did me? May help.
Oh, right.
Bless you.
Sorry.
That's why.
Something to clean?
Did you see a mouse?
I'm not gonna say, did you see a mouse? Well, I mean, I can if you want, but
No, no, no.
everything has a consequence.
Guessing there's something
I could end up in a police station because of that comment.
Yeah. Arrest her.
Did a kid throw up again?
Ew, I don't want to clean up vomit.
Did that happen recently?
Yeah, last week. I can still smell it.
Yeah.
Ew, feel it.
Cleaning some of it, but
I'm gonna stop.
Good job, Beth.
And you'll be cleaning up after me too.
oh, sorry.
I'm very meek and apologetic, aren't I?
It's not-
Hearing about people vomiting makes me shit myself.
A nice gentleman decided it was time to redesign the lobby and helped us by knocking over that vase on his way out of it.
That's it?
I would do it myself, but the last time I tried to leave the front desk, Bernard emerged from his lair to scold me about procedures and whatnot.
Well, we can't have the beauty of the Clarington Hotel take absence from her throne, can we?
Ooh.
Hmm.
Bernard especially.
Bernard's hardly the people.
Sophie and Beth have got a vibe, haven't they?
I
Yeah.
gotta get back to work.
Are we shipping?
Yeah, I'm shipping hard.
Bernard's office.
Okay.
Thanks.
I made it sound like you were, turned on or something. I think you should cut that out. It's really inappropriate, guys.
Yeah, I'll just add a bleep over that
Says-
whole sentence.
Even if it's only a few minutes out of my day, my chats with Beth are always a highlight. She called me to clean up a mess made by one of our guests, which gave us a chance to catch up. I don't think I've met someone who can make a conversation seem so effortless. Beth has a witty response for everything. It's too bad maids aren't usually allowed in the lobby. Chatting with her every day will be a great way to start my morning. Hello.
Hello.
You can read this one.
I overheard Wendy and Jax arguing in the break room.
Jax.
From the sounds of it, Linda got to Jack's head and convinced him that Wendy was flirting with some of our guests. I couldn't believe it. Anyone who's been around them for more than a minute would see how much Wendy loves Jax. She would never do that to him.
It's Jacques, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know.
So Linda sounds like a baddie.
Yeah, a little bit.
Haunted hotel?
In the cool way.
Some days I'm convinced that Clarington is haunted.
Oh.
It's not that I believe in ghosts, normally, but there have been too many incidents for me to rule out the possibility completely. Just this morning I was waiting for the elevator on the 5th floor when I heard a loud bang
Oh yeah, we saw
behind
that.
me. Like someone shutting a door, but with more force than I've ever heard a person use.
Like a gun going off.
I looked around, but there was no one to be seen. Am I just imagining things?
Ooh.
Okay, and then
Alright, we've got Bernard. Oh, let's go to Bernard. We don't know who that is. Bernard is Clarington's manager, the big boss. He spends most of his days locked in his office and doesn't like the maids roaming around outside on their posts. So our paths don't cross often. Lately, he's been hell-bent on getting the hotel back in shape, whatever that means. And there have been a lot of changes around here as a result. He's enforcing employee rules more strictly than ever and dropping God knows how much money on renovations. The stress is practically radiating off of him.
Okay, and this one's Linda.
That's who we just spoke to?
No.
No, that's the one that's with...
Beth is the one we spoke to. Linda is the one that's causing trouble. Linda is the Clarington's governess. What is a hotel's governess? That must be an old-timey thing.
Maybe.
An old-timey thing. Bernard's second in command. And it's easy to see why. She rules over the maids with an iron fist, always ready to enforce Bernard's latest rules to the letter. Most of them hate her for this, but my feelings are a bit more mixed. For whatever reason, she seems to have a soft spot for me. The same cannot be said for Wendy, unfortunately. It's like she's made it her life's mission to break up Wendy and Jacques' relationship, and I'm worried that her latest efforts may have succeeded.
Maybe she has a good motive to do that, though. Wendy is a waitress at the hotel's restaurant. She and her best friend, Yvette, were hired together and they used to be inseparable until 3 or 4 months ago. It's no coincidence that this was around the time Wendy started dating Jacques, the bellboy, to whom she's now happily engaged. That is, depending on who you ask. Linda seems to think that Wendy is the Clarington's resident flirt. Sure, she's popular with guests and collects the most tips by far, but I've always chalked that up to the same thing that has drawn me to her, that warm smile that just radiates kindness. Linda's not convinced, though, and seems to have taken it upon herself to expose Wendy for who she really is, right? Jealous much?
It does sound like she's jealous.
Does sound a bit like jealousy.
Jacques is one of the Clarrington's bellboys. I don't know much about him. He's even more shy than I am, barely looking up at guests when carrying their luggage. People like us just need someone to bring us out of our shells. And apparently for Jacques, that person is Wendy. He's like a completely different person around her. He lights up, laughs, even cracks jokes. I was so happy that he found Wendy, and even happier when he proposed. They're like the Clarringtons' very own Janet and Tony. Who are Janet and Tony?
I don't know who that refers to.
But it seems their engagement is in peril thanks to Linda's meddling. Stand strong, Jacques. Don't fall for the manipulations.
All right.
And family, she has Mum.
Mum always means well, but life hasn't dealt her the best hand of cards. She doesn't talk to me very much about her time as a nurse during the war, but I've always wondered what kind of person she was before that harrowing chapter of her life. It's just the two of us at home. Mum's had bad luck with keeping jobs, and she finds it hard to be around people, so she stays home most of the time. At least she's never missed an episode of The Wild Orchid. Is that Orchid? Orchard?
Yeah, Orchard.
On her good days, she can manage on her own, but on the bad days, well, I do my best to be there for her.
So is her illness depression?
It sounds like it could be, doesn't it?
Yeah.
PTSD.
Dad left when I was 2 years old. Haven't heard from him since. Mum doesn't say much, so I stopped asking.
Oh, that's an easy one.
And we didn't read Beth, but...
Did we not?
No.
Because
you said go to Bernard.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Beth has been the hotel's receptionist for as long as I can remember. In fact, hers was the first face that welcomed me when I took my first step inside the Clarrington. She knows this place like the back of her hand. Beth can be fiery, which doesn't win her much love from Bernard. But most
Bernard.
guests... Alright. But most guests adore her for her magnetic personality. And that's something Bernard can plainly see. We don't get the chance to chat as often as I'd like, but when we do, it's always a blast. I always wish I had even half of her wits so I could entertain her as much as she entertains me.
Okay.
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 Oh, Jacques.
There's no way I could move that.
Linda, Wendy's great at her job. Guests absolutely love her and...
Not just guests, apparently.
Oh, God damn it, Linda. I only like her because guests like her.
Oh.
Sure, guests are happy.
So Linda is so jealous, isn't she?
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I can't wait to see how hot Wendy is.
Listen, if Wendy wasn't doing her job, that'd be another story, but I can't just fire her without good reason.
What if she stirred up trouble among the staff? Would that...
Sounds like she's trying to think of
Oh,
reasons.
is that Jack?
Oh, Andrew.
Oh, Andrew.
Hi.
We didn't see Andrew, did we?
No, this is a new character.
Spying on our manager?
No, I heard something, and I...
Hey.
Was she
It's
looking
okay,
then?
I'm just pulling your leg. I'm sorry I scared you.
I'm just... I'm not used to having people around me while I work.
Yeah, you're always working alone up there, aren't you? I actually think it's the first time I've seen you down in the lobby. Don't tell me you've been sent to clean up after the Valentine's Day ball.
I heard it was a disaster.
Actually, Beth called me here.
Were you there during the ball? I want to know about the ball. Why was it a disaster?
Yeah, let's say I heard it was a disaster.
Well, I was going to say, were you there? Because we don't know whether he'd shout at us. Should we say that?
Sure.
Which one?
Were you there during the ball?
Were you here Friday night to see the whole thing?
To see what whole thing?
They had someone in charge of the event, but she ended up crying alone.
What?
So I had to take over.
No explanation as to why that happened. Oh, there you
Did
go.
it really go so wrong?
It certainly didn't go wrong for the people enjoying the party, but for those sober around them, that's another story.
Good
Oh,
God.
okay.
I'm glad I didn't have to be there. I don't know how you do it.
I want to know what happened at
I
the...
don't know how you handle cleaning up after other people all day. You must see plenty of weird stuff, right?
Oh, I remember when I worked in a hotel, I saw really weird things. Like that
Yeah.
woman that was fucking a potato.
That's a weird thing to see.
I mean, I
Something-
didn't see her doing it, but...
What's the weirdest thing you found in the guest room?
Something about you. That would be weird. Can I should I just say?
You
Oh,
just said something about you. Something gross. Something very odd, I guess, is the most neutral.
A few months ago, I found stacks of pennies in a room's toilet. Like, a lot of them.
What?
And when I got to the bed, the pillowcases were filled with pennies as well.
And then I woke
I'm
up.
not sure if that guest simply had a strange way of leaving a tip.
what? He left all the pennies.
Penny robbery.
A pillowcase full of pennies.
I better go help Beth. It's hell here with the snowstorm.
It's okay. I need to,
Listen on the door.
Yeah, all right. Take care.
you too.
As if it wasn't enough having to deal with endless letters of advice from Raymond.
Who's Raymond?
Ooh, another character. So
Lower
should we
the
go
room prices.
I can hardly believe you two are from the same family.
We could go to the room over there. Is that where it was directing us?
No, it was telling us to go here for the mop, wasn't it?
Right. Okay.
Do we need a
Use
brush?
the mop to clean the puddle in the lobby.
Hang on, should we... Got Andrew. What do
Yeah.
you think of Andrew? Andrew is the concierge and receptionist for the Clarrington. He's intelligent, professional, kind, and well-mannered, which makes him Bernard's favourite, but he knows how to have fun when no one's looking. Whenever I see him, he's either dashing off on his latest errand or buying himself...
Burying.
Oh, in a book. So we haven't had a lot of chances to socialise at length. When we do, though, it always feels easy, like talking to someone perfectly attuned to your wavelength. Maybe I should ask him for some book recommendations. It would be nice to have more reasons to talk to him.
Oh.
Who do you think she likes more, Beth or Andrew?
I don't know. Andrew's... Is this new, is it?
Yeah.
Oops. So Andrew caught me eavesdropping on Bernard and Linda. Bernard, who was once again complaining about Wendy. Thankfully, he didn't make a big deal out of it. He doesn't seem the kind to judge. He's actually quite nice, easy to talk to, fun to tease, and funny in his own quiet way. I hope I'll get a chance to talk to him more. I get the sense that there's a lot more to him than he willingly shows. He's probably the killer.
Okay, Sophie. Time to clean up that mess.
What's this? Can't click on it. I like to click on everything that we come across. Clickety click. Something to
Clickety
click.
click. Oh,
Linda
say no to divorce.
lately.
Linda's.
Bernard allows it.
You can be divorced against your will. Women and children suffer most in divorce. You lose your succession rights in divorce, your wife's
Oh, of
pension
course.
rights
This is when
lost in
divorce came out.
Yeah,
That
you,
women could ask for divorce.
yeah. You lose your right to the family home in divorce. Is there anything on the other side? No. Alright. So now we're going to clean up the puddle.
Yeah. I just want to look at things as well. So there's more no to divorce.
Play the piano.
I can't, unfortunately. Oh, I can play chess.
No, but you can see how a recent chess game has transpired. Clean. Easy. Oh, what's that?
A film roll. The guest must have dropped it when he knocked over the vase. Probably should return it to him.
Oh, keep it with my clues.
Ew. I better throw that away.
This is strangely relaxing. I think I should have a game where I just clean things.
Put the leaves back in the vase and
The
There's a hat. There's a hat.
power washer simulator.
Yeah, I've got that on my wish list. I think I would genuinely like it, wouldn't I?
I think you would.
I understand, Mr. Ramsey. I wish I could make the snowstorm disappear. I really do, but sadly, that's not within my power.
Beth, who knocked over that vase?
Mr. Spade.
Mr. Spade?
Well, I can check with the airport and let you know when flights resume.
He lives next door to Mr. Bucket.
Yes, I know. You've said that already.
It's bouquet.
No, that's
It's
Okay.
Spade.
Oh, which room are you staying in, Mr. Spade?
Can you see Spade here?
Spade, 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 spade.
thrilled to talk to you.
Hmm.
Well, for that you'd have to talk to my manager's manager.
Spade.
Oh, Spade.
Yeah, good spot.
Room 505. Great. That's on my floor. I can return that film roll without going out of my way.
High five.
Yes, certainly.
Bernard still leaves these around the front desk? Guess he didn't hear Beth when she swore she'd burn the place to the ground next time she had to
Press Y to open and close.
Clout
Questionable.
Class Clarrington. It's in the name.
Clout.
Yeah. Would they use a word like clout? I
Well,
guess-
it meant powerful, didn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be very
Okay.
sympathetic to your
Oh, I really want to ring that bell,
Go on
but
then.
I don't think she'd like that while she's on the phone.
Okay. Well, we're going to... What room do we have to go to? 505.
Yeah.
So we'll be going to room 505 next time on Borderline Games. It's the end of the episode. What do you think of this game so far?
I really like it, and I'm going to keep playing, so...
Yeah, we're going to keep on playing. So we'll speak to you soon. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.